Here's the deal. I've spent thousands on top tier gear, and maybe you have too, or you'd like to. You should make a follow-up. Cheap gear you bought that you wish you got the best option. A buy once, cry once approach. Well, I don't know if I... So today is a list of gear that I cheaped out on and then ended up regretting. This is my experience. You may have great luck with some of these items, but traveling around, doing this for a living, I really think I've got some pretty decent points. Like I did in the last video, my first one is going to be what I think the most controversial. I'll leave a link to the last video and I'll put it in the description so you can easily jump over there if you want to. Ready for this one? Number one, it is the Crane 3S. It's an awesome gimbal. And you'll find it's $100, $200, it's a couple of $100 cheaper than the DJI competitor made by Zhiyun. I love their products, really. Most of them are so great. I think it's Zhiyun, actually. But I do have an issue with this gimbal. When I watched, like I'm sure you watched, all these YouTube videos talking about its payload and what it can do, and it's a beast. But turns out, a payload that's so impressive is only great for the gimbal, but not great for your arms if that's what you're doing. I'm a skinny guy, so in my mind, I don't know what I was thinking when I had the 6K Pro and I was gonna 18 to 35 and battery for it and everything, and then I was gonna use this, and then suddenly my biceps are quivering under the pressure. So payload's great, but you still have to hold the dang thing. So not great for me. The other side of it is it's modular, which people love. I do not. When you get their combo pack, it comes with this really cool foam case, hard shell, good for travel, kind of. Some of these cases where they're specifically crafted to fit the gear, and then you have to get the gear locked in the right way to fit it in. I can't be the only one that doesn't like taking 5 minutes to make sure it's clicked the right way to get it into its special made case. Just saying. But it comes with a million different parts and pieces. So for people who love that stuff, not me, but for you, maybe you'd enjoy that. So I saved, I don't know, a couple $100, and I think I ended up getting it used, or I got a great deal on it. I wish I just went straight to this thing. Oh, I'm so sorry, Zhiyun. But DJI wins on this one. It is a simpler process all around. This is the RS4. RS3 was advertised as great. RS4, there might be a 5, I don't even know. I'm not getting paid for any of this, please. You can have my affiliate money, even if anything comes from me. If you wanna buy anything, take it. The point is, I like this way better. It's simpler, it's kinda set and go, and now they have this kind of auto gimbal lock. That's what I want from a gimbal. Yeah, oh man. I don't wanna rave about this product because they're not paying me to rave about it, but the one thing I will say is I like it much better than the Crane 3S. And at the time, the only reason, honestly, the only reason I didn't go with this one is because I was trying to save a couple $100, and the YouTubers who got paid by Zhiyun to talk about that one made some really good points, and they won me over. I would have went with this if I had the money. And now my advice to younger self is just go with this instead of owning two, and that's even more waste of money because I never sold it. I should have sold it. So if you want this thing, hit me up with the price and I'll give you everything I got, whatever. That's number one. I can't wait to hear people talk about these in the comments. Be nice. All right, number two, hopefully I can find some photos, videos from the past because I made the switch somewhat recently, but I should be able to have some BTS photos. It is a newer softbox. I understand saving money. Please trust me. I'm all about saving money because I wanna make a living. I wanna make a profit. I wanna make money from these jobs, and sometimes you're working with a budget that doesn't really include the gear that you've spent so much money on, but times are tough, you gotta make it work. I'm with you. A softbox is something that I did not think would be a big deal. They're all kind of made with the wire construction to be the frame, and it just some diffusion on the outside, and like an umbrella, it should be really simple, and it shouldn't break, and if it does, it's an easy fix and it makes sense. But like an umbrella, when it's raining and your umbrella doesn't work, you got a problem. The newer softbox worked great for a little while until one of the wires poked through the plastic, which, how? I mean, that's how it's built. It should not be, and it did. It poked right through, and then another one did, then another one did, and then suddenly it was this wire trap that every time I set it up, you also had to be careful when you were walking by because you had these metal wires sticking out. And that happened way quicker than it should have. Like I said, softbox, it's not crazy technology. You just need light to shine through a diffusion and keep it in. But I 100% regret that purchase. I should have just went with one of these Aperture, which I'm using now, one of these Aperture light domes. It's just a better build. So yes, I mean, the price difference is big. So note that if you're just getting started, it's a bigger price difference. I don't even know, but I think it's another couple $100. But the new light dome that I'm using now, and I love, is one where you just kind of push it down, compress, it's open and set, then you unlock and it collapses. Instead of with that newer one that I got originally, it was an individual, each wire I had to lock into place. That was not, I would've, oh my gosh, how many times I did that. And it is not easy too, because some of them get jammed and your fingers get stuck and the wire pops out. So you're putting the wire back in and then you're jamming it back in. Once again, this might sound dramatic, but from my experience, I would have paid $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 just to not deal with that and just have one of these Aperture light domes from the start. I'm saying Aperture because that's the one I bought. Maybe there's some better quality ones like Nanlite probably makes a fine one and other companies, but I know that for me, cheaping out on a softbox was not the route, and I do regret that one as well. Okay, I can do visuals for this one. 1 second, pause. After moving, I could only find a couple, but it'll do the job. And listen, I love to work with companies, and I'm not trying to put you, on blast, especially since Ewan sent out a really cool light that I'm happy about and excited to make content with. But I 100% am going to be honest with the YouTube community I want to build. I want you all to be able to trust me. So you can't buy me. You can, whoa, hold up. You can sponsor, you can send me stuff, you can pay me to do things, but in every contract, honesty is always gonna be there. So, but please, sponsor. We'll get there. All right, this one is about diffusion filters, and I'm not gonna take long. Let's see what we got here. Moment, very, very cool diffusion filters. Also a very cool brand. I like Moment. This is a 72 mil black, 5% Cine Bloom diffusion. Ooh, And this one is a 72 mil, 20%. Oh, I actually don't remember. I bought two. I bought a 5% and a 20%. How nice of me to do that. Really, I really do like these. Ooh, these filters. This is 72 mil. This was for the 18 to 35 on the 6K Pro. Cool filters. But I said in the last video, beginners, stomp. Don't just pump the brakes, stomp on your brakes. You don't need diffusion filters. They are fun if you got the extra money and you have a look in mind and you want to do it in camera, but hold your horses if you're actually thinking it's going to up your production quality or fix a problem that maybe it's just in your current skill level. And I'm not calling you out because this is me. I really thought this was the only way to get softer skin tones and make it so I didn't have to haze the room. Your skill needs to get to a point where this is an accent to awesome work. So there's a lot of people that try to sell these to the beginner crowd, and you can get cool looks. I'm not saying that, but from my experience, and that's the only experience I can talk from, I bought these thinking they'd, well, upgrade something that really, it was me. I was the problem. Taylor, she's right. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Moment, I apologize. Awesome product. I really do like these little cases. They're built well. They fit perfectly. Like, it's awesome. Really cool product. Great job. What is my point on this one? This one's just like, I guess this one doesn't kind of fit the list. So we're gonna kind of move on because really I'm just telling you, pump the brakes. I think I said that in the last video too. So double up. I must mean it. Ooh, the next one. I don't have but I will hold something. Hold up. I will hold, turn and I step on 2 gimbals I put on the floor. Right here, this is a Blackmagic 6K Pro, and it's an incredible camera. Internal NDs, specs, they're all here. They're great. This has been a great purchase. Super pumped to buy it, and it's a little dusty because I've been using the FX3, so yeah. But this is not the item. The item for me was I bought the 6K after owning this one because I wanted the 6K, save a little money, but it would be a great secondary camera. Obviously, it'll match them perfectly. I use that one as a B cam, this is an A cam. That was, in theory, awesome idea. It's a good thought to have, let's just say your A cam as the one, and then the B cam as kind of a lesser camera. That's a great thought, but I upgraded to backwards. So I got the 6K Pro first, and then I bought a 6K. For me, I did it once again because of money. It was a cheaper camera, it was great for a B cam, and that works. But my argument is if you truly, like me, are trying to grow your career, grow your business, grow your YouTube channel, if you have that growth mindset, hold on, I'm gonna talk to me. I regret buying backwards. That's me. I'm pushing on this YouTube channel. I'm posting every Monday. I wanna grow. I'm pushing my business. I'm doing things I don't really enjoy because I want to grow. I want to take care of my family. I want to provide incredible things for them and then give generously. To do that, I have to work harder. And in working harder, I have to believe in myself. And that belief doesn't support buying backwards. As small thing as an A cam to a B cam, I never used that 6K. It was my B cam in a couple interviews, but it just wasn't worth making that purchase. I ended up selling it very soon after getting it for less than I got it for and just lost the money. Simple as that. So the caveat is if you are working towards something and you believe in yourself and you're seeing those results, don't buy backwards. Invest in yourself. The practical way to do this is move your A cam to your B cam and upgrade your A cam. I know there are plenty of outlooks on that point, but for me and the way I am looking to grow, I regret making that backwards purchase because it ended up just costing me money. All right. We're gonna put this down in this death trap right next to me. All the gimbals and cameras. This video's tiring. All right, rapid fire round. End this out with a bang. When you get your intro computer, your first one, when you're getting into editing and you're starting strong and you're looking and maybe you're gonna get an Apple or a Windows, or I don't care what it is, don't cheap out on RAM. I did on this one and my last one. This one I went to 16 gigs and I thought, oh, that'll do it. I don't have the money to get to 32 or whatever the next step was, but you'll regret it. It's your short-term memory. It fills up and then your computer just doesn't want to operate. It just slows everything. So maybe a good trade-off is just do less internal storage because these are great. Options like SSDs externally, holding all your projects. This is awesome, especially when you pair it with a cool 3D printed SSD holder that you can get in my YouTube shop. I can't make a plug like that and not laugh. I apologize for that. We'll continue moving on. I should have just went for more because the $200 extra or whatever it is would have been worth it to be able to keep this thing moving. So computers. Also, batteries. You will see, now these ones have been pretty good. This one is like the official one that goes with the Blackmagic camera and powers that. This one's good. It's a great battery. I actually don't have, there's a reason right next to me I don't have an NPF that I don't think is good, but you will see incredible deals. Please look at the reviews, see how they do, because I've bought some, there's a green company that has made batteries that last literally half the time as a good one, as a real one. That is something I've changed. I just won't go with truly off-brand unless the reviews are just soaring about the battery. Let me show you one actually. It's charging next to my desk. This is an off-brand NPF, and what is off-brand anyway? I guess Sony, if it's not Sony. Super impressed by this one. I will try to link it. I haven't had any issues. It actually has a little display. You can see it's charging. You can charge it, which I'm doing right now with the USB-C. It's big. This one's actually really good. I took a chance on it because there's a deal for like 2 for half the price, and it was a crazy deal. So I understand taking the deal and going with it, but it doesn't always work. I have plenty of batteries that are just, I won't even waste the time to charge them because they're pointless, that your device will die. So batteries, be careful. And my last rapid fire item are just generic cables. Cables are a bummer, especially if you only have one for a shoot. When I use this 6K Pro, when I use this 6K Pro for most of my work, this USB-C to whatever SSD would go under here is very important. And if I only had one, then I had no other way to record, and I was SOL. Check for solid reviews, and then always bring backups. That's one way. Hey, I don't care if you can save money and buy 3 for the price of 1. That's awesome. Bring all 3 to the shoot, because 2 will probably go bad. But if you got backups, great. But be careful with generic cables, especially if you're putting a lot, if the shoot relies on them. I think right now I have a mini XLR, well, it's not mini XLR, it's a small XLR cable, and it's from Condor Blue. Quality. Blue is kind of an annoying color on this camera, but it works really well. I have a long HDMI that's going in my monitor. It's been great. I like the threaded rope, is a word that I'm missing, material. I prefer that and a lot of my stuff. It just seems to hold up better, but maybe there's differing opinions. Generic cables. Clearly from this video and the one that inspired it, there's a pattern, and somewhere in the middle, there's a happy medium. There's a place where you can buy, you gotta buy the expensive this, but you can save money here, and somewhere in the middle. How do you find that place? Well, come to my YouTube channel and I'll try to find the middle for you. But I don't know it all. I definitely know that there are people out there with incredible skills to make bad things good and good things better. Overall, thanks so much for watching. This has been a fun sequel to a video that did perform well, and I'm hoping you find value in that one and this one. And let me know if there's anything that you're thinking about buying. I've tried to message a few people, not that I know it all, but I can only speak from my experience, and maybe that experience can help you make a little bit smarter choice, or just have the insight to still make the choice, but know what I went through with it. So let me know. I try to get on and reply to as many of those as I can. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.